Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's really quick tutorial I'm going to show you how you can change a photo such as the one on screen here into something that resembles a little bit more of a comic book sketch or illustration. And it is a really simple and quick to do process here in Adobe Photoshop. So what you're going to need to do first and foremost is obviously open up the photo that you want to convert. And as I cover mostly sports photography on my channel, I'm going to use this photo from a professional football match, or soccer as you may know it, that I shot earlier this season. So when you've got your image open, you're going to need to come down into the layers panel here. On my screen it is the bottom right. And you need to convert the image into what is known as a smart object. So if you right click on the layer, which is the background in this case, and you'll see the bottom or the second bottom option there is convert to smart object. When you do that, you'll just see this outline kind of come around the outer part of the image, and then you are free to start playing. So the comic book effect is actually found up in the filter section. So if you go to filter off of the main menu and then go down about a quarter of a way down this menu into filter gallery. Now, by default, the filter gallery will open on the last effect that you've used, or if you've never been in here before, it will be set probably on the colored pencil as it is for me here. Very quickly, so you've got a live preview of what you're editing here in the large part of the screen on the left. This kind of panel to the right of that is basically different types of filters you can apply to your image, and you can open each one up like that. But for this comic book effect, I like to use this poster edges option here. So if I click on poster edges, and you'll see immediately it has really off the bat made that look very comic book style. Now, the first thing I'd say is it probably lacks a little bit of detail if you do want a little bit more detail in the image. And that's where these three sliders over on the right hand side can help you to really kind of personalize or customize, I should say, this illustration to how you want it. So what you might want to do is this posterization slider at the bottom. If you knock that up maybe one, there you go, I think we're happy with that. It starts to add a little bit more detail just back into the faces. So some of the main facial expressions and details are a little bit more recognizable, I guess, at this point. The other two options here are edge thickness and edge intensity. I don't like these that much. Basically, the edge thickness is going to kind of around the edges of each of the players. It's going to make those edges quite a bit more thicker, so that when you turn this intensity up, all the contours on the detail, all of the edges are really going to start to come to the fore, and you can see it's really started to build out quite a detailed version of this comic book. Just for this, I'm going to turn that intensity back down. And what should we do on thickness? Should we go higher or lower? Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that. When you're happy with what you've got here, just click OK, and it will generate that image for you. Now, obviously, because I was zoomed in on the preview, when you look at it like this, it doesn't look that cartoony, but you can zoom in and it does start to take shape again. And there we go. It looks really, really cartoony at that point. You can obviously crop this in. And what you can do with this is you can also go in and you can use additional filters and additional effects. So you can really get this image looking how you want. So just very quickly, if I go into the image adjustments and go to contrast, drag that to the side, you can really crank that contrast up as well if you want to do that. You can see it's really kind of brought some of those colors out and made the image pop. It's made the cartoon worse in reality, but it has illustrated the point. So you can start to kind of use these different filters and really go to work on the image. But that is very quickly how to apply a comic book feel to a photo. Hope that was useful. See you on the next video.